consciousness high. Come on now, don't be shy. Show up right, orderly style. Exclusive vibes all the while. Reactions heavy with a smile. Stay ready, mile after mile. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Pop culture flowing free. Funky beats come to see. Compassion, feel the key. Cultivate to God decree. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound.
Back. Let's run that back for the people in the back. Shout out to the Cultivate Tours, because they are my number one motivators. Shout out to y'all. Don't make me toot. Don't make me beep on it, because Kaka gonna do all that. But I'm gonna give y'all a little minute to come on in, because we're gonna have a funky good time. I'm gonna bring the clarity to y'all. But y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, your brother, your cousin, Cultivate with Kai, back with that good grand old supply of clarity on all things unadulterated, unfiltered, and uncensored. And we got to get into the trended topics that are surrounding our world and that we can learn from. And just, I love the sociology of my content. Kaka break it down. Kaka don't just cultivate for nothing. We're going to bring you the information. We're going to let you deal with what needs to be dealt with and let you guys do your own independent research. We just give you the idea and you guys formulate your own and run with it. But without further ado, I'm going to run back my intro song and I'm going to tell y'all guys to come on in. I'm going to expect all my cultivators to be in here by then, because we got a lot to get into. Y'all already see the title. Nia Long versus LIONSGATE. The big bill. Big beautiful bill. Big ugly bill. And we're going to touch upon that. We're going to touch upon that and all the layers that come with it. We are also going to get into the Brian Carn prophet, supposedly Brian Carn. I call him a pulpit pimp because we have a lot of those in our society these days, between the mega pastors and all the other pulpit pimps, and now they twisted turn it and call themselves prophets, sir, uh, evangelists, or whatever. But at the end of the day, they need to stop liquidating money from the saints that we don't have and start building institutions for the community if you want to do something. But that's another topic, and we're gonna get into later on in the show. So you guys we also gonna get into the digital age. Shout out to Druski. He is changing it up and doing it big. He is hosting the BET Awards, the 2026 BET Awards, and we're gonna get into that. And we also gonna get into Nas class action lawsuit. Have you heard? Have you heard? She is sounding the alarm and asking the people, do they want to join in? And we gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna send her prayers, and we're gonna see how this turns out. Calling all, calling all struggle channels. Oh, but now I said calling all class action contenders. But y'all stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend that the cultivators around here once again. Alright, I'll see y'all in a minute.
Try, we keep it real funky and fly. Get it poppin', consciousness high. Come on now, don't be shy. Show up right, orderly style. Exclusive vibes all the while. Reactions heavy with the smile. Stay ready, mile after mile. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Pop culture flowing free. Thunder beats come to see. Compassion, feel the key. Cultivate to God agree. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound.
Mic was off. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shit, y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all over there trying to watch from the bushes. Y'all probably up there stuffing your face with ice cream. Nah, I'm just kidding. But y'all, we gotta get into a few things. Shout out to the people that are here early on in the show. I already know it's gonna be one hell of a show. Wait a minute, I gotta tell y'all to come on in. But shout out to Human Nature. Let me get these comments on the screen. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to you, Sharon's Kitchen. Thank you, Shanta Mason, for being in the stream. It is greatly appreciated. And I love y'all. Damn. So let's get into the meat and potatoes today. Um, let's get into it. Cause ain't nothing to it but do it. But I'm gonna need y'all to know y'all can donate and support me by liking this video, hyping this video up, sharing it out. And if you're feeling, feeling, making me, trying to make a brother feel so special, that's $ Kai Kenzo 781. And I appreciate you in advance. So let's get into it right after this quick little welcome, man. Y'all already know how I like to do. I like to seal it with the
Love on you. Come on in so mama can talk to you. Come on in, come on in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I need to see you. I need to talk to you. I've been missing you.
Have y'all
You've been
been
missing me. Come on in. 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 So we can talk today. I've been missing you.
I've been missing y'all like crazy. And I've been liking that I've been missing that that crap be cracking me up. Y'all already know how we be doing it. So we can talk today. All right, let's get into it before we go into the messy consciousness, because y'all already know how y'all like to do. Y'all like to be messy. And it's a darn shame, but God gonna give y'all all facets of what y'all need. Y'all already know how I do. But at the end of the day, I wanna get into this right here first. Shout out to Druski. Druski. He is hosting the 2026 BET Awards, and I think it is well deserved, especially after his skit when we thought he was gonna get canceled and all the other things that come with. He is a digital creator, and as we step into the digital world, i.e., the technocracy that the world is getting us used to, and you know what I'm saying, it's we're living in a technocratic, if you will, um, society, um, between how we're surveillanced every day, how we're, you know what I'm saying, policed, um, all of that, how we look at media. Um, and it could be a good thing and a bad thing, because at the end of the day, they want to watch, and that's why they want to digitize our money as well. And that's another story for another day. But I think that who just wants to watch and watch our move more and more. And I don't think that is so good for our government to be watching every little thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, in this case with Druski, you know what I'm saying, digital creators becoming a new host. Although it is a money move, we do garner more viewerships. Everybody is moving to streaming in this day and time, so a it's not, you know what I'm saying, too far fetched to me or surprising to me. But shout out to Drewski.
What's up? It's Druski, your host for the BET Awards 2026. I told BET if I'm hosting, we're going to do this my way. Rule number 1, Jamie Foxx, take that big ass hat off. Rule number 2, Sexy Red, no leggings, rompers, or bodysuits. We don't need no wrestlers. No wrestlers on the red carpet. Black suit and tie. Rule number 3, YNs, take the ski mask off, man. Stop it. Rule number 4, mega pastors.
I'm weak.
Listen, I know y'all on my.
That's all these. I'm telling you, everybody, even in the summertime, you're gonna see somebody on, especially in the East Coast with these YNs, Midwest. They're gonna have their ski mask on. They're gonna have their shiesty on. And in the summertime. And it's really wild to me that they really think that y'all not gonna pass out from a heat stroke. But okay.
I'm back right now. I've been getting the DMs and
He said I've been getting the DMs.
threats. Just leave it up to God. Leave it up to God.
Leave it up to God.
We're gonna lock them doors and can't nobody get out. Welcome to the 2026 BET Awards. They're gonna be like crazy.
Are we even gonna be tuning into the BET Awards this year? There's a lot of people, and that's on Sunday. Sunday, wait a minute, when was I believe Sunday. June 28th. Sunday, June 28th. So that's coming up. Y'all already know. I believe it's gonna be live. Ever since Casanet came on there, I think they garnered a lot of viewership. Yep. All right, let's get into the next topic of tonight's broadcast. Spirit Airlines has shut down. If y'all haven't heard, and they said it was such they said, listen, I noticed this happen right after the government shutdown is over. Now Spirit Airlines, and then they just leave all of their employees. I hope they're getting the unemployment. I hope they're getting some type of compensation. Cause what? So we're gonna really look into this right here. All right, now. So let's get into it. My God. I said, well, first we're gonna get into the statement. They said it is with great disappointment. Let me pull this up for y'all. Have y'all heard it? I mean, just the people that's going without jobs, no money. Come on now. It says it is with great disappointment that Spirit Airlines has started winding down its global operations. Effective immediately, all flights have been canceled and customer service is no longer available. While we are not able to help rebook your flight on another airline, we will automatically process refunds for any flight purchase through Spirit with a credit or debit card to the original form of payment. We are proud of the impact our ultra low cost model on the industry for the last 33 years. I will say that they have been looking out for the low income and you know what I'm saying, the low cost. They said, and had hoped to serve our guests for many years to come. For more information, obviously they gave a link. Let's get into people's
right now we are
perspective. Let's get into it.
at
Did y'all hear this?
Terminal D at Spirit's check-in area here at Philadelphia International Airport. And as you can see, it is a ghost town. No employee is here. No one is here. It's empty. All that's left is this message that's on this electronic screen here, which says the company has shut down. All flights have been canceled and customer service is no longer available. We got a chance to speak to one man earlier this morning who was supposed to have a 5:45 flight. That, of course, is canceled.
The email came in at 1 a.m., so I was unaware. This morning, we had to get ready for our trip to Florida. And unfortunately, just when we arrived here, I found out that the flights have been canceled. The kiosks no longer work. So all the consequent bookings that I had made, I have to text them because I've prepaid all
You
of
didn't
those.
get that
Those are
money.
non-refundable.
That Trump
That is how I'm
gonna get them
impacted.
people.
And Spirit did create that website you see there, spiritrestructuring.com, to help people impacted by this shutdown. But Jan, that's not stopping people from coming to this airport. So right now, there's just a lot of confusion from some of the customers who had no clue that this was even happening.
Wow.
Right now, we are at Terminal D at Spirit's check-in.
I mean, no email, nothing. Yeah, a lot of people are upset. People are saying they were allowing people to book flights knowing they were going to be shutting down. So why not refund and or transfer the flights beforehand? They've been knew this would happen, possibly causing some people to miss work, etc. Mm-hmm. A lot of lawsuits, probably settlements are going to be coming in. All that. It's going to be coming real soon. I'm telling you now. But I'm praying for the people that that were affected by that. But let's get into the Nia Long conversation. A lot of people haven't heard. Nia Long is currently battling LIONSGATE over lower salary than her male co-stars. And let's get into it. According to Yahoo Entertainment, it says we already knew it costs a lot of money to launder Michael Jackson's reputation. But LIONSGATE apparently thought it could cheap out on Nia Long in the process. Hold on, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up for you, boy. I appreciate that. But let's get into it. It says, this is per a new report from Puck Matthew Baloney, who reports this morning that Nia Long was paid less than her co-stars Coleman Domingo and Miles Teller, despite having a favored nations clause in her contract. And we're going to get into a favored nations clause. The clause was supposed to ensure she would be paid less than her co-stars. She would not. Let me emphasize that, even if I said wouldn't fast or would, I want to clarify that she would not be paid less than her co-stars. But since she was, Baloney reports that Long is threatening to take LIONSGATE to mediation over the issue. I smell, is this a potential blacklisting in the making? Don't do it, Nia. Don't do it. Don't do it. It says it's unclear whether various changes that were made to the film or legal reasons have anything to do with the pay discrepancy, but Baloney reports that a decent portion of Long's scenes as family matriarch Katherine Jackson were cut from the final product shown. That's what I want to add on to that, including a fairly major moment that presumably occurred after 1988. Baloney says that he read an original draft of the script, which is how he reported last year that the original third act of the film was going to try to convince audience that Michael was the victim of a false smear campaign. However, it was reported last week that the cuts and reshoots ended up significantly boosting the salary of director Anton Fuqua and Graham King. Again, there's no reason to think these things are directly related at this point. Oh, this is damage control. But if the reports of Long's salary are true, it's certainly a bad look for a project that's already had plenty of them. And mind you, wasn't 200 million box office? What we talking about here? I don't know. I would say, is this the same thing that Mo'Nique was talking about a couple of years ago? That's what I want to say to that. Could I know? I think I know. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. It says, and it's always something with LIONSGATE, and this time, let's get into it.
All of the promotions I was contractually obligated to do.
Okay.
That was it.
That was it.
I'm done with it.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Now Precious is going to Cannes, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I have the Mo'Nique show.
Mm-hmm.
I am on the Spread the Love tour. I have toddler babies, and I'm also a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mo'Nique, the Mo'Nique show is like down for maybe a couple days, a week or so.
Right.
I got some days off on the tour. I'm going to relax with my family.
Right.
Because once they sold the movie,
Right.
you didn't sell me.
Right.
Whoopi Goldberg. See, Whoopi Goldberg said I could have schooled you and told you what was expected when I didn't promote and go overseas. And you know how you just looked up and looked away?
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg, what you were saying to me, I could have schooled you and told you, you go in that house and let them have their way with you.
Right.
And I'll be here when you come back.
Mm-hmm.
So after I'm done with my promotions, LIONSGATE reaches out to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, they think they're talking to my attorney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, we want Mo'Nique to come to Cannes. She promoted so well in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We want her to go international and promote the movie and do Cannes.
Okay.
I tell my husband, please let them know I respectfully decline. I appreciate it, but I respectfully decline. I'm going to spend some time at home.
If
LIONSGATE calls back.
Getting paid equally.
We really would like for Mo'Nique to come to Cannes,
Mm-hmm.
promote this movie. Please let them know I respectfully decline. I'm going to spend time with my family.
Hey, man.
LIONSGATE calls back and says, what is it going to take for us to get Mo'Nique to come to Cannes? We'll give her another week in France. We'll upgrade her room. My husband said, is there a dollar amount attached to what you're asking for? Oh, we will never pay anyone to promote a film. Never. He said, we understand. And we're never going to work for free. You're asking her to do something that she's not obligated to do.
Correct.
Well, what is this the attorney? He said, actually, I'm her manager and her husband. Now we can put it on the husband's being difficult.
Right.
Right. Okay. So I don't owe anybody anything. That's why I was never sued.
Yes, I'm all that.
Now we go to the Hoodie Awards.
Let's go.
Tyler Perry is there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Perry calls me in his room. Now, when I go into Tyler Perry's room, his staff is in there. Now, you ready to holler laughing?
Yes.
Okay, I take my security in there with me because I always want to have somebody with me.
Right.
Right? Tyler Perry does this.
Get a witness. Oh, yeah.
And the people scattered. They all left out the room. I said, look at this shit right here. You saw me. And they all scattered.
That wasn't the lights. That's for the people. You know, lights on.
Lights off because they got their asses up out of here. Okay. So at the time, my security looked at me. I said, you don't work for Tyler Perry. You could.
Touche.
So Tyler Perry says to me, listen, Mo'Nique, we really need you to, promote this film because if you get nominated for the Oscar, your next movie is going to be $3 to $5 million. If you win it, your next movie is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler Perry, who you talking to? I'm a Black woman. When they gonna pay that kind of money? No, I'm telling you, that's what it is. And if you just go and promote it, I said, listen, brother, you can pay me to promote it. Because at the time, now him and Oprah are producers on the film.
Right.
I said, you can pay me to do it. I don't care where the check come from, but y'all just gotta pay me to do it. He said, I'm not in the habit of giving out money for free. I said, and I'm not in the habit of working for free.
Parallel.
But you gave TD Jakes a check for $1 million, but that's another story, and I'm back. So, I did all of the promotions I was contractually obligated to do.
Okay.
That was it.
That was it.
I'm done with it.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Now Precious is going to Cannes, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I have the Mo'Nique show.
Mm-hmm.
I am on the Spread the Love tour. I have toddler babies. And I'm also.
But we just heard that, my fault. But at the end of the day, this story parallels each other. It really does. And I hope Nia get her money. That's her cohorts and her co-star, excuse me, for the lack of better terms. Yeah. But it's always something with that entertainment industry. It is always something with these systems that the people that don't like us or never loved us or wanted to cherish us have built. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that brings me into my next topic of discussion, the big, beautiful bill. Shout out to Greg Mathis breaking it down for us and telling us how this big, beautiful bill is going to touch inner city communities, minority communities, low income communities. I know for one thing, it's going to make it harder in accessibility. It's going to be way harder, more money. They're just stripping every little resource. But I will say, I will take into consideration the Department of Education has not been doing its due diligence in cultivating a intellectual mind that will be other than workers. I'm trying to say be I'm telling you the this is what I'm gonna let this video speak for me. But stuff like the No Child Left Behind stuff, that's pigeon holding a lot of children. This is why we have this type of oh, I want to say shit, but I'm trying to keep it respectful. Like, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. The education system was by design. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for us at the end of the day, but we had to work twice as hard to be like our counterparts. So now, going back to what I was saying, this is what the Department of Education has bred. And shout out to um these beautiful students. But let's get into it.
She wore a suit.
Look, and this, no, all jokes aside,
Clothes that were. Who's this for? Extraordinary, but somewhat Gertrude?
Now explain what that means.
I don't know.
She wore a sahalat of clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro, but somewhat gooch.
What does that mean?
She wore a lot. Wait, she wore. Bro, I don't know, bro. Can you take the card back, please?
She wore
call
a.
facts.
Oh, baby. She wore a silhouette of clothes that were. Bitch, I don't know that word. I don't even know how to read. I don't know why I did.
She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary, but somewhat gauche.
All right, now what does that mean?
I have no idea. Like his clothes is nice or something like that.
She wore a. I don't know what this should say. I don't know what this should say.
And I ain't a know-it-all. That the only thing that would have beat my ass was that last word.
Read the index card for me.
She wore a.
And that's the only word that should have gave them some type of complication. But at the end of the day, this generation, I'm sorry, we didn't grow up like our parents. We didn't grow up like our grandparents. We didn't. That's why. Shout out to a lady on Instagram that I follow. Her name is Auntie Bev. She actually breaks down words and all that good stuff. But think it's by this. This is. You think it's not by design? This is absolutely by design. Let's get into it. Shout out to Judge Greg Mathis.
Last day.
The trades is being taken out left and right, and CNA programs are going to be affected.
Women's Black History Month, the Federal Department of Education has issued an order that will devastate the cosmetology and massage therapy industries that provide a majority of the small businesses in our community. And the Federal Department of Education is requiring that within 2 years of graduation from cosmetology school, that the students earn above average wages. Otherwise, the school itself will be shut down. Even the Department of Education suggests that 92% of the schools will close based on this new order. You have to contact your congresspeople and your United States senators and ask them to have this federal government remove that requirement from the Department of Education to avoid closure of the schools that our community. Folks, on the last day of Women's Black History Month.
Basically, he breaking down federal rules and follows to contact Congress people and our senators to ask about the federal government or ask them to have the government remove the requirement from the Department of Education. Absolutely, and this is coming from the One Big Beautiful Bill Act signed in 2025, which introduced a head framework. This policy enforces a do not harm metric, requiring vocational schools like cosmetology programs to approve graduates earn more than average high school. Prove graduates earn more than average high school graduates within 3 to 4 years. If schools fail this earning test twice in 3 years, they lose access to federal aid, including student loans and Pell Grants. Programs relying heavily on Pell funding face even harsher penalties, with tuition often exceeding $20,000 and limited private loan options. Losing federal aid could force widespread closures, potentially up to 92% by 2027.
The Federal Department of Education is doing so much. You must vote. That's why it was so important that the Voting Rights Act yesterday, by the Supreme Court's decision, has been damaged. But we have to continue to fight, have to continue to make sure we elect individuals who are going to represent our interests best. Doing so much. You must vote. That's why.
This is an epidemic in itself. I'm telling you now.
See, it's this nigga I want, but he ain't fucking with me. He thinks I'm crazy for sure, cause I be bucking, you see. I tried to slow my game down, but see, that nut was too much. That nigga head was so good, a bitch couldn't help but to buck. I said, nigga, where you been? Why you ain't been answering your phone? I know you been at the strip club, I know you been fucking them hoes, but see, you tried the wrong bitch, cause ain't no way you gon' leave.
My bad, y'all. I know y'all love y'all some Kaya. Excuse me, y'all. I had something to do right quick. But let me do something right quick, y'all. Let me do something. I gotta handle something. All right, y'all. But absolutely, we need this type of notice that's going on in the world right now. If we don't do our own independent research and educating, we will be led astray. Kind of like the flock is being led astray. That's why checks and balances are necessary in every area of a system or entity that is running, if you ask me. Because look what we have in the White House. Look what we have in the church house. I mean, we got pulpit pimps being caught up by the IRS, sentenced to 9 months. I mean, withholding monies. I mean, this is a real epidemic. For real. We got all these people getting led astray in every area of the world. That's why I say, do what you need to do, what feels best to you in your heart. Obviously, with a moral compass that's in your heart. But I tell you what, these prophets are something else. But actually, I want prophets, pulpit pimps. Excuse me, not prophets, because I don't want to use that term loosely. But wait a minute, he is the pastor of New Life. He's actually a pastor. If you don't know, I mean, it's a network of these people. And he's the founder of Kingdom City Church. That's what I know. So yeah, he was evading over 600,000 in federal taxes. And I believe this beautiful lady broke it down the best that I knew. But we're gonna get into who he is. These are just his charges. Obviously, the people that know him, he is a womanizer. He is that, well, allegedly. But he's been in the headlines for using a lot of women too. So yeah. But shout out to this lady. She gonna break it down what they had to do and how let's just break it down. She worked for the IRS.
He was
Oh.
sentenced to 9 months in federal prison, and he has basically
Hey,
45
Kimmy.
days to turn himself in. As a
Okay.
person who used to be a revenue officer, I want to say a few things to my church people. Okay, so before I go into all of that, they're convicting him of a tax crime, obstructing the IRS, and I guess $600,000 in outstanding taxes. Now, I don't think he's going to serve.
Now, if you ain't did nothing wrong, why would he obstruct the government from looking through them finances? Either some embezzlement was going on, misappropriating of the funds. You can't Martha Stewart it.
The whole 9 months, but here's the thing. He was making comments outside of like in churches, and it was on video. So due to the statements online, the federal court, take all of that into consideration. And I know as a revenue officer, because I used to do it, we used to do everything. Okay, we find your cousin, okay, literally like you are a full investigator. So I'm not surprised by them, bringing up some of the statements that he said online. And one of the statements, he stated that he won't go to prison because he knows how to handle this stuff in the spirit. I'm sorry, pastor or not, you can't handle stuff like this in the spirit. You can go before God and pray, but you have to do something tangible in real life. I don't know why he made that comment, but when it comes to the IRS, they do not play. I used to be a revenue officer, so I know. Again, I don't know what they do currently, but they will track you down. They will meet you at your home and try to help you before it even gets to that. So in that, and I don't know his story, I can't speak to that, but as a revenue officer, we go to your place of business. I'm sure they showed up to the church saying, hey, let's sit down, let's do your taxes right now, pull out everything. Like, that's what revenue officers do. And before they even get to the point of levying your accounts and putting lien on your property, before they even get to that point, there are steps. So that's number one. This came to my head as a pastor who have churches and who travel and makes the type of money
I will
that
say
he
that
makes.
right. They
He should
always
have had some type of financial pastor. Anybody who's
advisor.
in ministry that is doing ministry on a large level like that should have some type of financial counsel, okay, that helps you navigate through finances and your businesses. These pastors, they have books, they have all of these different avenues of ways that they are making money. And why don't you have that in place? I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to be rude or mean, but y'all want to talk about all of the mega pastors because they run their stuff like a business. It's a reason why they run their stuff like the business. And I'm not even mad at that. Get mad at all the upper echelon pastors if you want to, but they business is in top tier because they understand that if you're living in this world, although, we have God on our side, of course, but you're living in this world, you must do as Romans do in Rome, whatever. I want to speak on nobody's demise. You don't kick nobody down when they already down, because the video I seen, my God, he looks frazzled, and I'm sad that he had to go through what he went through.
That's what he get for
and it could be
using all
lack
them
of
women.
education, knowledge, and knowing the steps and what to do, and that's valid. But he was spotted outside of the courtroom, and he was with his lawyer. And shouts out to Bishop Lambert Gates. Shut him up quickly. Don't you say a word. He said, brother, don't you make no more statements. It was wise counsel because, again, as a revenue officer, you are finding everything that you can on this person because that is that's what we're called to do when we're working in that capacity as a revenue officer. You're literally investigating the person. Why haven't they paid? What properties do they have? Like, it's very extensive work. Okay. So meanwhile, we are praying for Prophet Brian Carn. We're not going to drag him out while he's down. We're not going to do that. I know he is very, he does a lot of this online. We know that he claps back with people. But we want to keep Prophet Carn in our prayers, right? Because
what type of new age pastorism schism is that? Why are you clapping back? And we're gonna get into a few of his clapbacks and just how he act so theatrical and performative in the pulpit. And that's no place for theatrics.
Ooh. And maybe it's a lack of knowledge. Maybe he doesn't know. But yeah, next time, Prophet Carn, shh. You was talking too much. I'm gonna do that in the spirit. No, sir. You got operate in the spirit, but you also gotta do the work. And y'all stop coming, get mad at these big time pastors who wants to operate as a corporation. Leave them alone. They handling their business. That's it. That's all. Someone who used to work for the IRS, hearing this case with Prophet Brian Carn, he was sentenced to 9 months.
I will say this: faith without works is dead. Hold on, y'all. Let's get into this video.
Overwhelm me, but
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
drown me in your glory. Overwhelm me. That's the whole song. Drown me in your glory. No. Listen. Wait 1 minute. Wait. Stop. Because you're off. Over. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. You can't hear? Well, why you ain't playing what I'm playing? There you go. Give Brother Chris a hand for hearing.
What? Wait, what? Yo.
Boom, boom, boom. You can't hear? That's why we have so many problems up here. Turn me up in something so he say he can't hear me. Brother Tyrone. Everybody can hear me but him.
Brother Tyrone.
You ready? Try again. This is gonna go viral. Okay. Ready?
It's gonna go viral. You knew it was.
Boom, boom, boom. So you can't hear like everybody else. I know, but everybody else hearing it, you can't. Boom, 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 boom. I ain't tell you to do all that. You ain't got the first part right. You're doing too much. You ain't there yet. Yeah. Hey man, you don't need to do nothing special if you ain't got it simple. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Come on, Callie, put the keys to that. Boom. Overwhelm me, drown me in your glory. Overwhelm me, drown me in. That's the whole song. Everybody, overwhelm. Just follow me. Overwhelm me, but
God, living.
if y'all don't shout, I'ma throw this mic at you. You monitor sound terrible. I say clap those hands for Jesus. I don't have sex. I'm celibate and got all them toys in your drawer. Don't tell nobody that.
If anytime I say talk to your neighbor, you roll your eyes, you got demons.
Say it again. Come on. Somebody gonna get rid of their rolls when they get home.
Everything.
You always come with these crazy questions. Sister Kaylee don't never be about what I'm preaching on. Never. But I'll answer.
God andala akia. God andala acidity andala akatoya. Didelebe lebrustibi umfala de kushna. Lebrendelebe klesala gugadi andala akomai.
Oh my God. That's not songs under the spirit.
I'm sorry. That was a praise.
You know?
For real. You ain't never spoken tongues.
What? The con is not playing no Powerball. Oh! I got the Powerball. His name is Jesus. Ilibiosa. Amen. That's what y'all practiced and came up with. That's what practice did for y'all. You ain't got no business having no wet dreams. We don't do that in holiness either. If y'all don't shout, I'ma throw this mic at you. You monitor sound terrible. I said, clap those hands for Jesus. I don't have sex. I'm celibate and got all them toys in your drawer. Don't tell nobody that. If anytime I say talk to your neighbor, you roll your eyes, you got demons.
But these
Say it again, come on.
These are new pastors that's taken over. 37 years old, has a position in a well-known church of God in Christ church. And I mean, hey, church is partly about the performative theatrics, kind of like this. You know how we give it up sometimes.
Watch this. Love that chicken from Popeye. Love that chicken from Popeye. Love that chicken from Popeye. Oh, love that chicken from Popeye. They love that chicken. Love that chicken. Love that chicken.
You cannot call yourself a prophet of God, but you are living a life of sexual. These things concerning relationship with this woman for 10 years and have been living a life of sexual immorality. Clear.
Louisiana band. Louisiana band. Louisiana band. Louisiana band. Louisiana hot sauce. Louisiana hot sauce.
It happens.
Carn was arrogant.
Okay.
When I met Carn, I met him at a Church of God in Christ
There's a prominent
convocation.
figure in the Church of God in
And
Christ.
I'm walking through, he's walking through, and somebody says,
this
this
is
is
Lexi.
Lexi meet Brian Carn.
She's-
I didn't know the guy. And
She had a position on the Word Network before, so she knows about all these people. And she let's hear a first-hand account.
I said, hey, he looked like a little kid to me. I was like, hey, how you doing? And he was like, yes. Are you Church of God in Christ? I said, yeah, I grew up Church of God in Christ. So do you know anything about Bishop Mason? I said, who's this nigga? I said, who are you? What's I don't understand. And he kind of just said some flip off arrogant stuff, and I walked off because I didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, he became this big deal.
Yeah, he did.
So that's why I brought him on the show, because he was a big deal to everybody else.
Yeah.
So then I brought him on. So okay, prophesy.
Mm-hmm.
So who are you?
Yeah.
I didn't understand the phenomenon that he was.
Yeah, and when I first started talking about him, I felt that he didn't love people and that he was arrogant as well. So when I reviewed whatever he did, I didn't hold any.
Just like with Jamal Bryant.
I called names.
They be next up,
but
Eddie
I ended
Long.
up speaking with him and meeting him, and I didn't get any of that arrogance. But I explained to him how you're viewed and how you operate in the pulpit. It looks that you are this person. That's why people do. Anytime you mess up, people are going to kill you,
for sure.
Especially how he is.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
Well, he came for Leandria. So
that was another thing.
He came for Leandria. He tried to shut her down. He made calls so that other pastors wouldn't bring her in. And I never understood that. If you don't like that someone was drinking and on Periscope. Social media, Periscope at the time, drunk or whatever. Why call other preachers and say don't bring her in? Just let her figure it out. What's that got to do with you? You don't even know her.
Yeah.
So that's what, and then he went to say on a lot of gospel artists aren't saved. And he went on this rant about who's saved and who's not. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on, pal. Yeah. Let's not talk about the things that you've done. Yeah. That's where it rubbed me the wrong way, because let's not judge people when we've all done wrong.
Isn't it interesting now? His message has totally changed.
Is it now?
It has.
Is it?
Fast forward to 3 years.
It is grace.
Grace. What got us there?
Fast forward.
What got us there? What got us to grace? See,
but that's why. But I believe that he called and stopped Leandria's bookings. But look at him now. Look at that. How the tables have turned. Let's get into it. Now look. This is clapback. This is his clapback.
I go on your page and I search your videos. You have 14,000 views. You have 12,000 views.
He talking about Lexi, because mind you, Lexi does skits now, but she gets residuals from her show that she hosted on the Word Network. So why you coming for? She been established, and she like, wow, these are these new age pulpit pimps.
Because God has called you to make skits. Nevertheless, when you talk about me, you have 400,000 views, 500,000 views. Your only sense of relevance is talking about other people. I know God hasn't given you a ministry to meddle in other men's affairs. I see you make a statement and say that I don't know why people keep inviting them, but you've never been invited. And you tell me something, you don't know why people continue to invite me. I don't bother you. I've had conversations with you privately. I've asked you, do you have any problems with me? You seem like a woman scorned. You're bitter. You're full of malice and venom. I've never done anything to you. I've asked you what the problem was. Your problem one time was I said something about Leandra. Well, me and Leandra are fine. And we talked about that. Why are you still bothering me? But I know why. If the only way you make money is by discussing someone else, that's what I would do too. But y'all gonna leave me alone. But this ain't prophet, this ain't pastor. This Brian. I don't bother nobody. Then I seen somebody else in the comments, your dad is a well-known preacher, and you got something to say. I'm gonna tell the same, keep your children from around them. You's a kidnapper.
Wrong. He is wrong as two left shoes. He talking about TD Jake's daughter. T daughter.
You won't talk about me. Leave me alone. Y'all, too many people around here acting like y'all live in glass houses. Keep your children from around them. They're a kidnapper. All right? Now, let me talk to you. You other singer, friend of God, preach. I'm a friend of God singer.
Thank you, V-Love. Shout out to you. Thank you so much.
No limit, no boundary. Well, here's the limit now, and here's the boundary. We're going to shut that down. You just text me the other day and said one thing, and now you tell me something. That's why you never came when I invited you. I've only invited you one time. Don't do that. You people who say that you are saved, you all are hypocrites. You talk about people, you are Facebook thugs, you are Instagram thugs, you talk about people behind your computers. But when you come in my presence, you say nothing. You don't have all this confidence and all of this arrogance. I'm extremely disappointed. I seen another praise and worship leader on there talking about me. And I had to counsel a young man who you told when you get out of get done worshiping, you want to suck a penis. But you won't sit up there and talk about Prophet Carn. Y'all got to leave me alone. I don't bother y'all. I mind my business. I preach at the church that I pastor. These are the people who pastor. They in service. Where I'm from, if you don't like something, guess what you do? You turn it off. You turn the channel. I did not see your video. I did not see your commentary because I don't enjoy you. So I did not watch you. You don't watch what you don't enjoy. But I received a message from a bishop who said that I should sue you. But I'm not going to sue you because the word of God tells me that I can't take my brother and sister to court. But you are evil. You are wicked. And you are what the Lord hates. He that soweth discord among the brethren. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16, 17, 18. All of you who are in these comments, who have so many opinions,
even
but
the
you
devil
never say nothing to me. in my face. Talking about some try that in Detroit. I done did it in Detroit, all over the world. People know if your music ain't right, I'm gonna say something to you. So I ain't just tried in Detroit. I done tried in Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, all over the world. So, and it's not to be demeaning, but I have relationships with these people. And Brother Clinton, I'm gonna call you by your name because you live in Jacksonville. Brother Clinton, the keyboard player. Thomas, you stop it. Now you have no integrity. You're a liar. All y'all acting like y'all live in these glass houses. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't send money to your child down there. And you won't talk about me. Y'all leave me alone. I don't bother y'all. I don't bother nobody. I preach at my church. I say what the Lord tell me to say. I'm respectful, but I don't bother y'all. Leave me alone.
Your hypocritism bother us.
Everybody going to, everybody think they somebody now because you going to Virginia Union. You got a master's. Where your undergrad at? I don't know if your master's is legitimate if you ain't got no undergrad because you don't have all your hours. All right? Leave me alone. Okay? I don't bother you. I've not talked about, you call me a clown. What's your problem? I've never done nothing to you. Last time I see you was in Detroit.
Mind you, he's talking to Lex and a few other people. I know he should be clapping back. That's Sir William.
You didn't. I don't bother you.
Look.
So I love y'all. I really do.
Y'all ready to laugh?
But I'm not gonna put up with this.
Y'all ready to laugh?
I heard a bishop say one time.
Look.
If you let.
All right, now I'm ready because I'm tired. I'm so tired of him. And look. This is who he should be sewing. You ready? Look.
There he is.
And he go to church for him. Look. He go to church.
This is my
Sir William.
Look. We coming to Atlanta. I don't know. We don't wait on the Lord.
Because William said you sleeping with the men's and the women's.
But you need to stop. Tell the people you repent. But he's gonna he's was like, okay, show the house of Jacob they sin.
See, I be showing the people they sin this.
But you be lying.
No, I don't be lying.
You be lying because you be making stuff up. And you can't make up stuff about. He was like, okay, show the house of Jacob they sin.
See, I be showing the people they sin this.
But you be lying.
No, I don't be lying.
You be lying because you be making stuff up. And you can't make up stuff about. That hurt people.
Who did I hurt?
You be hurting people. And you talking about showing the house of Jacob they sin.
You be hurting
Look at
people.
these nails. That ain't sin?
No.
That ain't sin?
It's not.
Come on here.
You said that ain't sin?
But them was his nails.
These are mine.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
You bought them.
You ought to stop.
You bought them.
That's all I want to do.
This
already
is
lied. There he is.
This is what be going on in the church, y'all. This what be going on in church. And look what William said. William said,
Paris
look.
Brian Carn been screwing him for years. They've been going together. And Paris was Brian Carn been screwing him for years. They've been going together. And tell him that I said it, that I told it. Tell him. Running around there playing with Ashley and Sharon, Sandra Taylor's granddaughter, then playing with her mind, screwed her in the back of that limousine up there in New York. And now she done left New York and down there in Charlotte wearing hats and St. John's from back in 1992, trying to impress him. He ain't gonna marry her. Child, he like boys and toys.
Oh.
Paris was Brian Carn been screwing
Put a one in
him
the chat
for
if you want to see
years.
Paris.
They've been going together.
Put a one in the chat if you want to see Paris.
And tell him.
You know what? Let me stop talking so loud. Put a one in the chat if you want to see Paris. Y'all want to see Paris? This is a shame here. According to William, he go to church. Because mind you, he's a pastor at a multitude of churches. Okay. Yeah.
I said it, that I told it. Tell them.
Fix it right now,
Running
Lord.
around there playing with Ashley and Sharon, Sandra Taylor's granddaughter, then playing with her mind, screwed her in the back of that limousine up there in New York. And now she done left New York and down there in Charlotte wearing hats and St. John's from back in 1992 trying to impress him. He ain't gonna marry her. Child, he like boys and toys. Paris was Brian Carn been screwing him for years.
Boys and toys is wild work. But let's get into the response Brian Carn had to say about his guilty plea. All right. Shout out to joy105.com.
Jesus is Lord of my life, became Lord of my life. In 1996, gave Jesus my life and meant business. So everything about my life has been him from him unto now. I'm not here to explain things away. That's not my side.
Mel says she was.
Justify myself or minimize
I need a couple more ones if y'all want to see Paris.
Anything that's going on. I believe I have an assignment as a leader, and I think I'm looking right into the camera. Sometime when you own these things, you be looking at the picture, but the picture's not the camera, right? So I think I'm looking at the camera. If I'm not, I'm trying to look at the camera. But I am here to take responsibility. I'm here to speak plainly and allow this moment, if you will allow it, to teach us all something. It's not about the headlines. Of course, no one likes to see their name blasted all over the internet or on the news. No one wants to go through that. No one wants to endure the comments of social media commentary, but it's not about that. For me, it's strictly about my character. It's about stewardship. It's about me being aligned, and it's about me being the best version of myself that God has called me to be. I made a promise to the Lord as we came into 2026. The Lord said to me that this was the year of the divide. Almost the children of Israel going from one part of land to the other part of land. But guess what? They left things behind when they crossed over the Red Sea. And I made it my business that when I came into 2026, that I was going to leave some things behind. Well, I believe that leadership means you have to face moments like this, honestly, that I don't get the privilege to run from them. I don't get to hide from them, but I have to face them. This is not personal. This is ministry. So that's why I'm addressing it. And I believe that once you take full responsibility for what goes on in your life, what you
did with that money was personal.
I don't want to blame anybody for what has happened. No one is to blame. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming pressure. I'm not blaming timing. I'm not blaming the system. I'm saying completely, this is mine to own. If you have are aware, there's an article that is going on about me concerning me pleading guilty as it pertains to obstruction of justice. I was confronted with it. And when I was confronted with it, of course, I didn't know all of the details because, as I said on last night, as a black man, when you're raised coming up, we do file taxes, but we don't file taxes to pay money. We file taxes to get a refund. So as a young man, I was thrust into an enormous amount of money.
Yo,
and
what?
I want to say that when I was confronted with this, I immediately made it my business to take responsibility for it. I believe that the only way you properly grow is after you own something. The scripture showed us that Adam blamed Eve, right?
What? Don't do
Saul
that.
blamed the people.
You have wise counsel. You have advisors for that stuff. Don't blame. I don't like how he tried to weaponize poverty. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Cause everybody ain't no. Because when you got bread, you got to give back. You got to do a Martha. You got not the opposite of a Martha. You got to give your ends back. Okay? Don't do that.
The way you properly grow is after you own something. The scripture showed us that Adam blamed Eve, right? Saul blamed the people. But David said, against thee and against thee only have I sinned and done this evil in thy sight. And only one of those responses was the one that led to true restoration. It was the person who said, I've done it, it's my fault, and I was wrong. And so I wanted to communicate to the people to whom I pastor, communicate to the people who watch me all over the world, which I felt it was my responsibility to own.
I.e. the judge.
I don't even want to blame ignorance, because ignorance doesn't equal malice, but it also doesn't remove accountability. And I want to say this clearly, and I want to say this extremely carefully. A lot of things that I did were done out of ignorance, not out of malicious intent, not trying to deceive nobody. I wasn't trying to harm anybody. But I also want to say, ignorance does not excuse responsibility. And just because there was no malicious intent in it doesn't remove accountability. Now, ignorance may explain how something happened, but it doesn't justify that it actually happened. And what I didn't understand, I still had the responsibility to learn. What I mishandled, I still have the responsibility to correct. What I should have known, I have to take ownership of it. And growth requires the humility of me to say that I should have handled this differently. And now I will. So there were things that were brought to me. And when they were brought to me, I had an option. I can go to trial, but to go to trial means that I have to go.
Excuse me, I was on mute. I said, I was reading it actually. Dude, you intentionally obstructed the IRS efforts to collect the tax debt. You was collecting that church money because you know it's no more separation from church and state no more. You was getting that church money and you could buying it on suits and cars and menage a trois, allegedly. According to the people close around you, saints and all, and the people that run into you at the convocations and whatnot, say you be tricking it off on women and spending it on church chats and ensembles.
Sit before some people, or I can take what I'm faced with and say, okay, I see that, I understand that, I take full accountability for that, and I want to plead guilty. So that's what I did. I didn't run from it. I was confronted with it from the Department of Justice. I engaged me an attorney, followed the direction of my attorney.
And if you wasn't?
Of course, he gives advice, legal counsel, but he gave me the counsel that was best. And I believe in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. I was not coerced. I was not bribed. I was not manipulated. In it of my own volition, I made the choice to plead guilty. And I did that because I want to start 2026 taking responsibility for anything that I have done wrong. And I made it my business to do that this year. I want to face it. So that's what I'm doing. I am taking responsibility and saying, no matter whether I knew better or not, no matter whether I was skilled or not, no matter whether I had understanding or not, none of that matters. At the end of the day, to whom much is given, much is required. This opportunity to communicate to every preacher, every man, woman, boy, girl, any business owner, any content creator, anybody who does business, handle your business. Don't put anyone in place to handle your business for you. You handle it. You know what's going on with your life. Yes, you're anointed. Yes, you're powerful. But calling doesn't cancel competence. And just because you're gifted doesn't mean you're a good steward. I think a lot of times when we're used of God, we think that it gives us immunity from structure and we can do whatever we want to do. But spiritual fruit, yes, people are saved. Yes, people are healed. Yes, I lay hands on the sick. Yes, I prophesy with accuracy and precision and see great things happen in people's life. But it does not excuse neglect in practical areas.
Imagine being able to build.
That's Paris, though, y'all. That's who Brian Carn was over there messing with, allegedly. All right, according to one of the members of New Life. What was New Life? What is it called? Where he oh, New Life. Where's New Life? It's somewhere in the South. New Life. where Brian Carn pastors. All right. So according to one of his church members, he like toys and boys. One more again.
Brian Carn been screwing him for years. They've been going together. And tell him that I said it, that I told it.
In Georgia.
Running around there playing with
New Life Tabernacle.
and,
That's what
sharing Sandra Taylor's granddaughter, then playing with her mind, screwed her in the back of that limousine up there in New York. And now she done left New York and down there in Charlotte wearing hats and St. John's from back in 1992, trying to impress him. He ain't gonna marry her, child. He like boys and toys.
according to Sir William.
Paris was
And people be having receipt. It's just crazy, y'all. I'm telling you now. These are new pastors, y'all. These are the new pastors. Okay, and prophets and all that other stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to get up out of here because my thing is over here acting up. But this is the last response we're gonna get into these pulpit pimps. Let's get into it.
Failing after moral
This is the
failing,
church community.
shame
This
on
is the
you.
church stuff.
And for you to get up
Church
on
community.
a mic and to go through and demean those who have had something to say about Brian's moral failing,
Come on.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong, Bishop. And I can't get with that. That discredits the other ministers and people that said, wait a minute, this isn't right. So then you try to fix it. It's not, you can't fix it. He failed. You can't fix that. And you can't make it right. And you're not going to make it right by pointing fingers. I know what you've done. And I know what you did. And how dare you talk about Brian? I know what you did. And it doesn't make it right.
Leave my friend alone.
It doesn't take his failings away. And it's ridiculous to me. So when we have these charisma-driven preachers that have all of this visible access, and you're going from place to place, and you're sleeping with the women in these churches.
And the men, don't forget the young
I
men.
could say more. When I had my, and I'll say
Yes,
this, I'm done.
boys and toys.
When I had my show on the Word Network, Brian's right-hand man came to me and said, will you do a show about him? I said, what's happening? He was literally his right-hand man. He called me and he said, he was crying. He's a grown man. I have been with Brian for years. I have sacrificed so much to go on the road with him. And I've just seen too much. It's broke me. He has me set him up, women over here and women over there and in the different churches. Oh, Lord. He has two women in the church at the same time. And he gave them both the same gift. His armor bearer, I got to go talk to one and say, well, you hold on and, he'll be with you in a minute. And he has me doing all these things. I had no interest in the show. Why would I do that? I'm not Wendy Williams. I had no interest in it. But, and here's the thing, and bishops know about it. They're fully aware of all of this. But was it for the money? Because he could raise so much money? Brian could raise $50,000 in one church.
$100,000.
$100,000. These are real numbers. I'm not
telling you, the charismatic preacher can make bank. Shoot, I'm contemplating on is it my calling? Do I need my alligator wingtips?
exaggerating the numbers.
It's real.
These are actual numbers. And he would split the offering by 50%. Brian made a lot of money. And watch this. And when he gets out, he'll make more.
He gonna make more.
There's no question about that, because there will still be followers that follow him. But here's what I know. What I know and what is true is that God is real, and that when the anointing lifts, You will not be able to live the exact same lifestyle. It won't exist for you anymore.
When you talk about me, you have 400,000 views, 500,000 views. Your only sense of relevance is talking about other people. I know God hasn't given you a ministry to meddle in other men's affairs. I see you make a statement and say that I don't know why people keep inviting them, but you've never been invited. And you tell me something, you don't know why people continue to invite me. I don't bother you. I've had conversations with you privately. I've asked you, do you have any problems with me? You seem like a woman scorned. You're bitter. You're full of malice and venom. I've never done anything to you. I've asked you what the problem was. Your problem one time was I said something about Leandra. Well, me and Leandra are fine. And we talked about that. Why are you still bothering me? But I know why. If the only way you make money is by discussing someone else, that's what I would do too. But y'all won't leave me alone.
Something. And so how dare you? That's the exploitation of it all. Is what I've always had a problem with. And then at the same time, you're doing foolery and coonery at the same time. So while you're messing with all of these vulnerable women all over the country, it's all over the country and in your church. Watch this. And what I get upset about is that the people in your church know it.
Yeah.
They know it and they allow it and they cover for you. And
Bishop Lambert Gates.
They know it, they allow it, and they cover for you. Your board, they know it, they allow it, and they cover for you. Watch this. The church is a place where people talk. So if you're sleeping with me, I'm going to tell my good girlfriend, because everybody got a friend. The friend knows, but the friend got a friend. So there's people all in the congregation that know for sure what you're doing. They know, but they allow it and they do nothing about it. That's the problem that I have. And with the clapping outside.
Yep, and this goes on too much.
It's a cult. And I think, and it's harder in my studies. I've found, and I'm just getting started in my studies, but I have found that when people are esteemed to be anointed in an area, it's even harder to get rid of them and to speak up. The board finds it harder because they look up to you like you're anointed, like you're God's chosen in some type of way. And so they choose not to tell the truth. Who's fighting for the victims?
That's Lexi. There's an audio clip that was sent to me of the people on his board. And one lady said, "Oh, prophet, you're young.
Yeah.
You just need to be a little bit more selective and careful next time of the women that you're messing with." Like, this is your pastor.
That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. And so why are churches historically prioritizing the minister? Why are we choosing the minister to hold up? Is it because of money to protect the brand of the church? Is it that? Why are we not restoring the victim? Why are we it's crazy as hell to me. This is unaddressed.
You know, one of the girls, Vashti, she said when she spoke out,
restoring the victim
came to her.
We need to do that for now, y'all.
And was
we gonna do that by
and I was
reviewing
like,
that video.
Y'all really gonna do that for this nigga?
So stay tuned. We're getting into that
Like,
after this video.
And here's the thing. Here's what I have
more
problem
video
with. Is that they know that the power that they have. They don't even have to necessarily say, go do my bidding, go hurt someone or do this. And I don't know if that actually happened. Allegedly, we don't know. But they don't even have to say it. They can just talk about how displeased they are, how disappointed they are, and how I wish it would go away or whatever. And because it's a cult and because people are following blindly, they'll go do something crazy. Because again, I go back to crazy people come to a church because they are looking for something. They have been abused. They're looking. Okay.
Yeah. And see, this is the thing, Lexi, like even when it came down, he can sit out here. The only person that I can tell you that he has said something publicly about a man has been Demetrius Senegal. Every other time he's beating up on bashing women.
Mind you, Brian ain't even married. I thought the old school, you supposed to be married.
All these women are following you.
Yeah, for sure. And he knows it. He knows it. So what's going to happen is he's going to be manipulative while he does his time, and he's going to have time to write people. He's going to have time to strategize as to what I'm going to do when I come out. You know,
come back,
and so it's going to be strategic. And when he comes out, he's going to hope that those same supporters, he's going to be writing them. He's going to be asking them for money. So that he can have the same lifestyle. Because let's be clear, Brian has had a great run. Brian has lived a life that I have not lived. He has flown privately.
Shout out to you.
He has flown everywhere with his dog. You know, this big German Shepherd or whatever the dog.
What?
Because I'm not, guys, I'm not relishing in this. Please believe I am not relishing in this nigga going to jail. I could care less. I don't think
it's gonna be another story. And I feel you, Lexi. I'm like this. I'm not even caught up in all of that because
he's getting out.
He's gonna be out in 9 months.
And he's gonna survive this, and
They're
he's gonna
give
do
him
more
good time.
ministry, and he's gonna screw more women, and it's never gonna stop with this guy. Because he's a consistent serial sexual misconduct deviant. Thank you. And that's what it is. So it's going to continue. So this little stint is just giving him a breather. I mean, let the penis cool off, for Christ's sake. So he needs a minute. It's on fire. He needs a minute. You know, menage a trois and threesomes and foursomes. Woo! That thing's on fire. There's smoke coming from it. It's gonna be 9 months. Just let it cool down. Let it cool off a little bit. You know, he'll be back.
Okay,
he'll be right back in business.
Appreciate you for stopping by.
So, and I'll be writing my dissertation at my fake university with my fake degree, and all my bitterness and me being washed up, and nobody knows who I am at all. And I'll just.
Oh, oops.
You haven't made CDs and music.
No.
Been on TV shows and produced different shows on the Word Network and things like you're nobody. You're
nobody knows. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with all. But I tell you what I am. I can get up right now and I'm going to go and probably get me an ice cream cone because I can. I'm not on house arrest and I'm free. I'm free as a bird. I got a lot of freedom.
I know that's right. Wait a minute.
Light.
We gotta give her her time.
And go be bitter.
We gotta give her. We gotta give her her time.
And I'm.
We gotta give her her time because he tried it. He tried it on her.
I got a lot of freedom, and I have time. I can watch this. I can get on a flight, Brian. I can get on a flight and go be bitter in your state. I can go be bitter in Hawaii if I wanted to. I can go with my non-degree. I can absolutely go to Tokyo if I wanted to. But can you meet me?
He got
Matter of fact, Brian,
he got to turn himself in.
Let's talk it all out. Let's meet somewhere. Maybe we can fly somewhere and we can.
Let's go to Starbucks.
Go to Starbucks. Let's have something to drink.
Chai tea latte.
Let's go get some Thai food.
Thai food.
And let's invite a couple of your women, and we can all talk it out. And
hey.
Well, man, listen. I mean, the church folks is going at it. I mean, right quick. I don't even want them. But man, I mean, hold on, let's see a little bit. I think let me see. Yeah, I think we done with Brian Carn, the fake prophet. Multiple people have been exposing him numerous times before the tax evasion. Okay, wait a minute. Let's get
Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so today I'm going to get more into the public review.
Wait a minute.
She ended up cheating on him with Brian Carn.
Last video, y'all.
Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so today I'm going to get more into the public rebukes that have been given by leadership concerning this particular incident, and not even really just this particular incident, but Brian Carn himself. So let's get into those immediately. And again, welcome back to Spiritual. It's the Prophet. Welcome back to your number one space for all things prophetic. Okay, so this conversation, controversy, prophecies, off preaching, we discuss all of that here. Okay. And one more thing I want to add while I'm at it is I do not care or I am not bothered by the difference of opinions that are given here. I actually welcome that. So if you don't think like I think or you don't believe what I believe, it is totally okay. You can leave that in the comments and stuff. I'm not gonna block you and delete all that stuff. As long as we are respectful, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. That's what this platform is for. And I am a follower of Jesus Christ and his teachings. However, I know that there is a difference of opinions amongst believers, and that is totally okay. All right. So again, someone to get that out of the way. So let's go ahead and get immediately into one of the first rebukes that I personally had seen. Okay. I think he's a overseer, I believe. So okay, let's get into that. He says, I will not repost the videos of Prophet Brian Carn and his diabolical acts today. I think it's a little dramatic. For years, Lexi Allen and I have tried to tell all. Brian, stop embarrassing my senior
And Lexi
and
Allen
presiding
was the lady
bishop
we
Lambert
just
Wade Gates
played the
Sr.
video.
He may be your father, but take heed. I do not care who you are, but I know you are a mess. My counsel, told me not to do Larry Reed tonight, et cetera, et cetera. He goes on and on and on. And whatever. Okay, so we'll get to the gist of it. Okay. So this guy here, I literally started going through some of the posts. I said, let me just see like what's going on, like what are people's opinions about this particular status. So we'll go over some of them. Kanisha says, child, I don't even like Carn, but this is too much. Susan says, speak. Jasmine says, I'll be missing everything. And then Elder, I guess, Jalis Garrett says, what about the other ends that are embarrassing him? That's a whole other thing. So even in those, and I started going through the page and a lot of other comments, and people were like really dragging it, like, oh, this is not his first time. That I wish I do agree. I do want to preface these rebukes with saying this. I get where people's frustrations are coming from, especially when you have a public platform like this, and it seems to be the same scenario over and over and over again. However, I feel like the only difference is Brian is not married. So he really is not obligated to be with one particular person. And I understand no sex before marriage and da-da-da. I get all of that. But the saints are having sex. It is what it is. True, false, right, wrong, the saints are having sex. So these are some of the things that are a consequence. But again, in my opinion, this is not a matter of sin. This is a matter of ego and pride. And because she felt lied to or played with, whatever the case may be, although she consented for 10 years, nonetheless, I still feel like that's a stretch. That was her opinion. That's what she stated. Now let's get into this next phase of rebukes, which really annoyed me. Now this I may read, okay? Demetrius Cynical, who's a bishop, mind you, he's a former best friend of Brian Carn. Nonetheless, anyway, we'll get into that. He said the question saints should be asking in the matter of Brian Carn is, where is Bishop Gates? How many scandals must this man find himself in before his covering, quote unquote, and spiritual father lascizes him? At some point, silence is complicity. A friend says to me, a covering should not be a cover up. That was a powerful statement to me. A bishop isn't an ornament. We are not only defenders of the faith, we are the defenders of the flock of God. Even when our son is in the wolf, we must defend them from. I think he meant something else. The word of the Lord to any father who permits their sons to violate the daughters of the temple. And 1 Samuel 3:13, for I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. Out of context, nonetheless, I get where he's trying to go. The man from that post is this man here, Bishop Demetrius Senegal. Now, understand, we said before, rebuke comes with relationship. You cannot rebuke someone or give someone advice when there is offense between you and that person. Really, anything you say to them is null and void because there is offense there. There is issue here. So you may be asking, okay, well, what is the issue with this particular guy and Brian Carn? I'll tell you. Bishop Demetrius Senegal and his wife, Lady LaQuinta Senegal, they're no longer married. And the reason they are no longer married, well, one of the reasons allegedly, well, not really allegedly because it did happen, she ended up cheating on him with Brian Carn.
And you laughing
Now,
about
that may
it.
not be funny, but
It
I guess
ain't
they
funny.
were best friends, whatever the case may be. You know, so he has a personal vendetta against Brian, honestly. And like all of his
Sound like you
marketing, all of
taking,
his
you know
posts,
what,
all
the
of
point
his,
stands.
things
Like
about
he been
prophetic
around here thinking
ministry
that he
are really
untouchable, y'all.
centered around Brian Carn because he feels
He
like
don't
he's a
get
wolf.
it.
Now, some of this to me is laced in jealousy, granted, because you can't seem to fathom why this guy who has done all of these things still has a bigger platform than you, more money than you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we got to talk facts. One thing we're always going to deal with here is spiritual issue. We're always going to dealing with facts, okay? And the black church or preaching in general is about gifting, talents, amongst other things. Okay. Now, cynical when it comes to Brian Carn is better looking than you. He can sing better than you. He can preach better than you. He's more gifted than you are. And so, and his charisma is bigger than yours. Okay. And sometimes people, unfortunately, they enjoy things that they can immediately enjoy, you know, that are immediately gratifying to them, even visually. And he is better in all of those areas. So I see why you're upset with the man. And then more so than not, you
Training.
married a woman. That's a whole other discussion for another day. But you married a woman, and then the woman you married, you know, slept with your best friend multiple times. So I get that your vendetta against him is, you know, you want him brought down. You want him, you know, you want this to be the end of him. Unfortunately, there was only one thing that could really, honestly, when it comes to the black church, if we're being transparent, there was only one thing that could end Brian's ministry, and I think I'll get to that in part 3. And when I say end his ministry, I mean on a national set, because believe it or not,
And look now, this is 2025. His ministry is fumbling, and we see that more and more each day. These pulpit pimps better wake up. I don't care what nobody say. You're on a greater scale. You have social media, and everybody is watching you. It's sad that people are making all this bukus of money off the saints anyway. Fuck itchy scratchy rawski. I don't care. It's crazy though. It's crazy.
But anyway, what I was gonna say is, you have to be a very sorry ass person for get through doors to allow get through doors. I think she about school like my.
Shout out to Nah, because now it's pouring her heart out. Let's get into it.
Because yeah, I'm not about to let her ruin my day because she miserable. She knows she wrong and she miserable, so now she trying to mess up my character and say something that's not true. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, you have to be a very sorry ass person for get through doors to allow get through doors. I think she about school. Like my gut is telling me she knew, because one time it was, you know how babies are made. You know the liquid stuff that comes from men, because you know you can't see certain stuff on YouTube. The liquid stuff that comes from men.
Trigger warning, y'all.
Hold on, my morning prayer stuff came on. Damn, I got stuff all on my face looking like her dirty ass. I don't care because I'm mad. Normally I don't be looking dirty, but I'm mad. And I don't want to be on here looking like her, a crackhead. Yeah. And no matter how hard life got, I never snorted powder, unlike you, bitch. Yeah. Never did powder. Even when my dad was doing it in front of me, I still didn't do powder. Unlike you, weak ass. Yeah, bitch. Never been a weak ass. Dude, fuck how rough life is. God forbid I ever crack. Yeah. So like I was saying, you know how the stuff that comes from it or whatever like that. One day we was at I think it was the house on Addison Street, because that's the house that had the finished basement and the steps. One day, like I said before, it was some semen. I don't know if you can say this on YouTube or not, but it was semen on the steps, and she thought we snuck. I snuck. She thought I snuck a boy in there or whatever like that. But then after a while, she left the situation alone. Why you wasn't questioning that nigga? Why you didn't question why he like will always stick up for us, like, and try to get us out of trouble and shit like that? Why you didn't question that? Why you didn't question why he wanted to be alone with us? Because you knew. Like, at this point, I think you knew. And that's
And I heard about the whole barbershop, the barbershop that my sister dad used to go to. I heard they was up there touching kids. And that's why I've been getting heat from niggas on 52nd Street and stuff like that. Because whole time, I'm thinking we doing Islamic stuff and we living right and stuff like that. Whole time they up there touching kids. The barbershop that was around 52nd and Market.
If y'all don't know, y'all, this is Nicole Johnson's daughter. And she is pouring her heart out on what she had to go through. And how she's just constantly in the battle of here and now and her reality and her experience. Is what I'm hearing, and how it's being constantly discredited by her biological mother, Fleezes, the 514 whore.
I heard that that's why I've been getting a little heat from the little YNs and whatnot, because they feel some type of way because I'm associated with my sister, dad, you know, the one who raised me. I'm associated with him, so they feel some type of way towards me, and I've been getting heat because, you know, I'm basically, I was his stepdaughter or whatever. Like, he treated me like his daughter, and I appreciate what he did to me. They can't be mad at me because I didn't fucking know. But when I didn't know, and I was a kid, I didn't know that stuff was going on, and I was a kid. So that's not my fault, and they shouldn't be targeting me, but I do be getting targeted from them. I never went to the cops, and I'm not going to go to the cops. But I be talking to them, letting them know, like, you know, leave me alone, because I don't have nothing to do with that, and it's not my fault that I was around it. I was a kid, and I didn't know, and y'all know that I'm respectful. Like, I might have episodes and lash out on them sometimes, but it's not going to happen no more, because I'm going to try to take my medicine, and I'm going to make sure the medicine works, so I won't be in danger. But I be having to talk to these niggas and let them know, like, they be clutching at me all. I be having to let them know, like, I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't condone that. I was raped when I was you know, I say when I was 13, I don't condone stuff like that. I don't take up for child predators, unlike some females. Yeah. You sit up there taking up for him, this and that. I wanted your man. I wanted your man.
In contrast
he's
to
ugly as shit, bitch. He's ugly.
Jesus.
He look like the fucking predator, bitch. I never talk to niggas like him as an adult. The fuck? None of my baby dads look like him. They are handsome. Bitches want them. He is ugly. He look like the predator. He fat as shit. Like, yeah, ew. I don't have kids by niggas like him. He didn't even have a high school diploma when he got pregnant by. And you talking so much shit about me and my baby dads. Like, what? You a whole nerd fucking with somebody that's working at Taco Bell. Like, you lame as fuck. You the only one burning on here, and he probably burnt you or Q burnt you. I think it was Q because, you know, Q was bisexual. And he likes to get, you know, pegged and whatnot. Yeah, because when y'all was arguing, and my sisters heard it too. I'm not the only one that heard it. Me and my sister heard it. He said, oh, you like to get, you know what, in the butt. Like, yeah. So, yeah. And I called the University offender and let them know what you're doing, too.
And these are the people that please lay down with.
And your license will be getting snatched, dummy. Like, yeah. You doing all this for you, and you about to be in jail, bitch. In jail. License about to be going, dummy. If bad enough, you sit up there and let us get essayed. Now you on here lying and saying I'm burning. You did enough damage. I have PTSD and bipolar 1 from childhood trauma. That's the psychiatrist was saying. It's from childhood trauma because your dumb ass more worried about niggas than your kids. And then you lied on Walt and said he did something to my daughter. That man never did nothing to her. I used to question my daughter all the time and ask her, did anybody do anything
People choose to play the blame
or
game.
make her do anything inappropriate? You lied and coached my daughter to say that man did something he didn't do. And he's not even allowed to defend himself. Now I got something on my record because you want to be...
And Fleezes chooses to play the blame game instead of taking accountability for the lack of security and support and protection that she was supposed to provide.
He didn't do. And he's not even allowed to defend himself. Now I got something on my record because you want to be sitting here and being a dumb bitch lying. That man didn't touch her. I even asked other people. You be looking at, did y'all ever see him? Because I've been running into people that know him. I even asked other people. For one, I never left my child alone with him. The only time he was alone with them is when that leading up to him getting killed and leading up to me having that manic episode and the kids was at the house with Lala. If anything happened, it was when she was with Lala. Ain't nothing happened on my watch though, because I never left my kid alone with him for anything to happen in the first place. So now that's on my record. I can't even do healthcare because this dumb ass coached my daughter and say that shit. So now I'm probably going to have to go to the Supreme Court or something like that to get it off my record. All because you want to be busy and dumb for dick. Like, yeah. Just because bad stuff happens to you as a kid don't mean you can be a shitty adult. They don't mean they don't give you the right to just make your kid's life a living hell just because bad stuff happens to you as a kid. If anything, you should want to be the version of yourself that helped. You should want to be somebody that would have helped you when you was a kid, if anything. That shouldn't turn you evil because bad stuff happens to you. Bad stuff happens to me too. But I would never allow a nigga knowingly do that to my daughters. And then say, get on the internet. You know how sick you gotta be to get on the internet and say your daughter.
That's a fact. You might as well not say nothing at all, but you choose to go and bump your gums. Anything. I don't care if she even lied on you. She still came from you. If you able to forgive and put aside all these beefs with these content creators that done just about the same.
Want it, you're a man, like you're very sick. And then these sick ass people, your subscribers, sit up here and follow you. Like that's why I don't even really want to do YouTube no more, because y'all sick too. Like y'all will support somebody like her knowing she's bad shit, like she's a psychopath. That woman is really a psychopath. Y'all will sit there and support people like her, send her cash and buy her laptops, do all this stuff. But when there's somebody like me on here about mental health awareness, working out, cooking videos, being positive, y'all don't support us like that. And I'm not the only content creator that say that. Y'all quick to support negativity and then complain about how society is.
When you're right.
Y'all part of the problem. That's why I'm ready to delete this whole channel and make a whole new channel.
I agree with you. Now. Shit, because I'd say the same thing when it comes to Zeus content and now that's TV content. Like, change the appetite of what you guys find appealing, but you guys find it entertaining and choose to overlook the drastic, heinous situation, the severity of the situation.
Well, a whole new set of subscribers. Because I don't appreciate how y'all support negativity but not positive stuff. But then complain about how the young kids are, this and that. Y'all part of the problem. Who raised them? Y'all. Like, y'all need to start leading by example. I know I'm not perfect, but at least I tried to be the best version of myself. Motherfuckers not out here trying to be the best version of themselves. They're just talking shit about each other.
I agree.
And not helping each other. At this point, I don't even want help from none of y'all. I'm cool. I got God. I got the resources in Philadelphia. So for real, it's fuck y'all. For real. Yeah. It's fuck all the people that really is not genuine. Yeah. Because when I really needed y'all help the most, y'all didn't help me do nothing. The city of Philadelphia did, not y'all. And then people in here talking about something, oh, I want to connect you to social workers and this and that so they can help you. I don't need y'all help no more. And anybody associated with DHS, fuck DHS. I'm right across the street from the DHS building right now. Fuck DHS. Well, right behind it right now. Fuck DHS. Yeah.
I know who she talking about.
Right now. Fuck DHS. Well, right behind it right now. Fuck DHS. Yeah. They sit up there and help kids get
What up, Manny?
They know about the kids that be getting essayed and foster care. They know about all that shit. Yeah, so fucked up. The majority of them, okay.
But you gotta go through it to get your child back. Get your children back. But yeah, I definitely get her anger and her frustration. I definitely get it.
Hey, kids getting essayed and touched on and groomed and all that. Yeah, they okay with it. It's all a full circle. They all linked in. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I feel. Because it don't be genuine support on here. For the most part, it's not genuine support. Everybody just want to see a train wreck. Everybody just be trying to make money off me. Yeah, thinking they entitled to videos because they gave me a cash app in 2023. They think they entitled to a darn video for free, an interview for free. No, you're not. That's in 2023, and I'm pregnant. And I got kids, and I'm pregnant. Nobody's getting a video and getting paid off for me, and I'm not getting a cut. No, I should have been doing it though. I was being too nice. Fuck all that kumbaya shit. I'm off that. Because people take advantage when you be on some peaceful shit. So I'm off that. I'm not on no Martin Luther King shit. I'm on some straight Malcolm X shit right now. And from here on out, straight Malcolm X shit. No more Martin Luther King shit. No more kumbaya shit. Fuck all that. Because y'all take that for weakness. Like, it's nothing slow about me at all. I might have a little speech impediment, but other than that, ain't nothing slow about me. And even that's not being slow. Like, my test scores prove my comprehension is on a beam. Like, yeah. High school dropout. I got my high school diploma now through Penn Foster. I've been at it since I was in Job Corps. But yeah, I was a high school dropout, went to Job Corps, and them test scores prove my comprehension is on a beam. I was in a neuroscience program with the University of Penn, work ready at 14, 15 years old. Yeah, it's nothing dumb about me. So all that thinking y'all about to make money off of me and I'm not getting a cut is dead. Like, no. Ain't nobody making no money off me. Ain't nobody getting no interview without a fee first. And it got to be like 48 hours in advance. And I'm going to make sure I come to the interview. Just like I make sure I come to work. My employers love me. Even when I'm pregnant, I'll be one of the best workers. Only time I'll be slacking is if it's health reasons. Like my health. That's the only time I slack at work. Other than that, my employers, managers love me. I'm the first person they call if somebody call out. They can't wait to see me because they know I'm going to do my job and help other people. There's nothing lazy about me. I have ADHD, undiagnosed ADHD. I love to keep moving and doing stuff and being productive. The only time I don't want to be productive is when I'm depressed and around people I shouldn't be the fuck around. That's negative and miserable, and their energy rubs off on me. That's the only time I don't want to be productive. Other than that, I'm a very productive, active person, even while pregnant. Unlike this heifer who want to be sitting up here doing powder when she's pregnant, and then my little brother coming out with traces of powder in his system. Like, you know, the system messed up when they sit up here and let a cokehead take the baby home. Like, what do that tell you? The hospital let her take the baby home, knowing that the baby had cocaine in its system.
Yeah, that was supposed
to here
take
bitching about me being crazy and marijuana. None of my kids ever came out with marijuana in their system. Tell her to post that since she got the medical records. Tell her to post that. Tell her to post her medical records of her baby coming out with powder cocaine in his system. None of my kids had powder or even marijuana in their system. I never even did.
This is Nicole Johnson's daughter.
Tell her to post that since she got the medical records. Tell her to post that. Tell her to post her medical records of her baby coming out with powder cocaine in his system. None of my kids had powder or even marijuana in their system. I never even did powder. And tell them how your baby father offered me powder as a teenager. If it wasn't for me, I'd be like her and strung out. Nigga offering me powder at 13, 14 years old. He the reason why I smoke weed. I never had weed until he gave it to me. I never had alcohol until that man gave it to me at 13 years old. I was being groomed. I didn't get a chance to worry about men on my own. Like, you literally owe me life. You gave me life and ruined it. You owe me a new life. If I ever got a chance to sacrifice you, I swear to God, you'd be the first one to get sacrificed. If I ever decided to join the Illuminati, if that's real, you'd be the first one to get sacrificed. I promise you. You're on the top of the list to get sacrificed. If I ever join any organization that needs to sacrifice people, you're going to be the first one up. Yeah, I promise you, I put that on my kids. I will sacrifice the hell out of you. Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve to be in the deepest pits of hell for the stuff you did. And God knows what you did. Yeah. And I strongly believe she knew. Because he even told me one night, he sat up there and was moaning my name in his sleep. He told me that. And she got mad. So you did know. And you let it happen. You're sick. You're just as sick as him. And you're going to be in the deepest pits of hell. Watch. Got me pissed off. Now I'm ready.
That is touching my heart. No response, Nicole? Please, you're not going to have any response? Oh. Let's get into one more video. Let's get into one more video. I think she spoke to each and every one of our
all that shit is nothing.
Especially the abandoned child and the child that has been through a lot. And I foresee greatness over her life. I'm going to speak greatness. I'm going to speak peace, prosperity, great health for her child. And I see greatness. I see greatness coming to her. And I send it out to her because she didn't stand a chance.
Especially something you can't get rid of. The fuck? I'm, 7 feet? like they're saying that this is burning yes, and picked up my fucking medication. All that shit is nothing, especially something you can't get rid of. The fuck? I'm, 17? If I had something, I'll be taking medication, and I would have to pick it up from CVS for some hot shit. I just got swabbed, a pap smear, swabbed all that. When the last time your little dirty ass got a pap smear? Every time you argue with a nigga, he say your pussy stink. Like, yeah, stop playing with me. Every time your baby dad, Bundy, any nigga, Q, any nigga you argue with, say your pussy stinks. Like, stop playing with me. I taste good and smell good, bitch. Yeah. Fuck you talking about? You mad as shit. How you sitting here mad because your baby father raped your daughters? You a fucking weirdo. And God gonna deal with you, bitch. And stop saying shit like that, because I guarantee you I'll get that fucking nursing license snatched. Stop playing with me. Real shit, I will. I'll get that nursing license snatched right the fuck up. Keep playing. And you won't be working nowhere. Like how the fuck you told me. You lied on me and said I knew something happened to my daughter that I didn't fucking know about. So, and then we got an argument talking about some, oh, I never work in the city ever again. Bitch, I'm gonna get that shit off my record. Whatever's on my record, I'm gonna get that shit off my record because you a fucking liar. And now you, well, technically not breaking HIPAA laws, but you accusing me of having something I don't even fucking have. You're the only one burning, dummy, because you keep fucking with gay ass niggas. You was arguing with Q, saying how he like to get fucked in his ass. Stop playing with me. Like real shit. Stop
Trigger
playing.
warning.
The fuck? You mad as shit because you gotta take fucking Truvada, dummy. You're mad because you gotta take fucking Truvada. I don't take no fucking HIV, none of that type of fucking medicine. All my shit is fucking prenatal vitamins, a nicotine patch, shit for nausea and shit like that. And my psych medicine, Seroquel, gabapentin, 25 milligrams, bitch. Ain't no Truvada, ain't no HIV, nothing. Ain't none of that type of scripts popping off over here. You're mad as shit. I'm blessed by God. I never had shit I can't get rid of. For real. And if I was burning, most likely I was burning because Bundy was raping me, bitch. Yeah, that's how I was burning. When I was a fucking teenager because he was sticking his dick in me, bitch. You weak as shit and God gonna deal with you. I can't wait till you fucking die so God can deal with you, bitch. Now, ain't no kumbaya shit no more at all. I can't wait till you die. Just like you told my sister, oh, you think you're gonna die early? I think so too. Because you an ain't shit ass mom and individual in person. And people like you gonna be at the deepest pits of fucking hell. You mad as shit, you miserable. You already fucked up the whole kid situation. You kind of fucked up me working in healthcare, and you still on here talking shit. You sit up there 2 weeks ago, chased me with a metal baseball bat, lied and said I had a fucking gas panel, gas tank or whatever the fuck you told somebody. Lied and said I had a fucking gas tank and shit like that. Like you're mad and miserable as fuck. Leave me the fuck alone. Real shit, because if I knock on that door and bust out all them fucking windows, you're gonna be mad as shit, bitch. And I'm gonna get away with it too, because you keep harassing me. I'm gonna get away with it, bitch. Stop playing with me. You're the only one burning, taking fucking Truvada, bitch, because you wanna fuck on gay ass niggas. That's fucking other niggas raw, dummy. You're a whole nurse. You should fucking know better. You so fucking smart, you're dumb. Like Bundy kept telling you, dumbass. Like Haroon kept telling you, dumbass. You're dumb. You're so smart, you're fucking dumb, and you're miserable as fuck. Leave me the fuck alone. If I end up doing something to you, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to get away with it, bitch, because you keep fucking harassing. Leave me the fuck alone. You did the worst thing you could do. You got the kids taken away, bitch, off a lie. And I'm going to get that shit cleared up too, dummy, and I promise you, you're going to go to jail, bitch. At the end of this, you probably not.
You could tell that's her main squeeze, is that she's upset. She wants her children. She didn't do what she needed to do and have her children for nothing. She wants her children.
I'm saying, going to be locked the fuck up, dummy. You probably going to die in fucking jail, bitch. You old fucking crusty ass. You a fucking crackhead. You fucking powder head. The fuck? You mad as shit and miserable. Skin clear as fuck. Trust me, if I had something, my skin wouldn't be looking as good, bitch. I don't have no makeup on at all. No eyeliner, lashes, nothing. Skin clear as shit, bitch. It don't look nothing like yours. I know when people be burning, their skin be fucked up. Hair good, skin good, everything good. I taste and look good, bitch. Like you rotten root for a reason, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone.
Roddy Root? Did Roddy Root put up a dispute that she tried to refute? It's not a laughing matter, because this is really sad. I'm gonna look into doing it. Maybe scrape up some money for an interview. Shoot, at this point, At this point, we looking for class action. I'm with her. She looking for a class action. Uh, Prayers up to her.
If anybody has been a victim of rotten root trees, please comment down below with email addresses, and maybe we can
Who else is the
come up
victim?
with
Y'all
a
want to band
class
together?
action lawsuit or something like that, because there's
I want
other
to spread the
victims out
word
there.
from my good girl
So
Nia.
yeah. So please comment down below if
I
you
do.
would like to be a part of this
But
class
facts,
action
man.
lawsuit. If not, I will do a solo dolo. I do not mind doing a solo dolo thing. So yeah. If anybody wants to come forward and do a class action lawsuit, once again, please comment down below or contact me at Lovin' All of Nah and DM me at Lovin' All of Nah on IG. I prefer for y'all to just, DM me on Lovin' All of Nah IG. So yeah. Now I'm putting the boxing gloves on. Like, I can't even talk right because I really can't believe this. I'm like, I didn't, even when I did the whole thing when I was living in Delaware County, I didn't even go through, well, I did come to court, but like, I didn't keep pursuing the issue. And then after all the stuff you done and how you didn't protect me and my sisters and exposed us to stuff that we shouldn't have been exposed to, the least you could do is be a decent freaking parent in my adulthood, but you still evil as hell. Like, I know for a fact you're gonna be in the deepest pits of hell. I know your death probably gonna be a painful, I know it's gonna be a bad experience. I just know it is. And yes, I know you're gonna be in the deepest pits of hell because you're not even trying to be a decent individual. You think just because bad stuff happened to you in your childhood and in life, you got the right to just cause chaos. No, that's not how it works. That's very demonic. Very demonic.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that she lives up to her Muslima title. And hey, maybe I'm subjective, but let me know you guys on the replay if I should interview her daughter and maybe get a understanding on how that just is continuously looking bad for fleas. I mean, the people that she chooses to align herself with, they gotta know that ain't nobody gonna be lying on her like that. After a while, come on, no one's lying on her, and whether she's manic or not, you bore her into this world, and now she has to face and live with the consequences and the circumstances of that. And it's just effed up. But y'all, I've been here for 2 hours and 3 minutes. Shout out to the cultivators. I did a little bit of this, I did a little bit of that. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace and chicken grease. Don't be like these pulpit pimps and don't use people. Be of service. Be useful, because eventually it will come back and reward you. I'm out, y'all. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace and chicken grease. Thank you all for stopping by. I love each and every one of you guys. Shout out to Kimmy and her judgment. That was a dope live from earlier today. Y'all go over there and check that out. And check out Mel's live. Yeah. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace and chicken grease.
No lie, nigga, no lie. ATL downtown, nigga, Cleveland. West side, nigga, it's TT High. It's TT. I'm from Show State. You know, we got baby Huey, Lil Nelly. Now I'm in the ATL for the hurricane. Hey, Boosie, y'all, check this shot out.
Thank you again, V-Love.
Nigga,
and Tanika.
Purpose had to happen.
And if you want, get that cash out. Dollar sign, high, Penzo. You know what's up.
Meet the timing of it, nigga. It was you. I'm a woman, Ricky Ross, nigga. It was you. Had to be a woman, it's not to be a man. Rah, nigga, with the fucking plan. I'ma take you under, high and get you right. Tell your testimony, nigga. Bibica, ha, TT, nigga, no lie. Show me stay ATL, nigga, this is why. I'm hurting, nigga, for the hurt and pain. It's not the lifestyle, it's not your dang-a-lang. Ain't the kind of nigga lifestyle. Put a condom on it, nigga, tell him how to be a woman, nigga. I got the fuck.
There's one thing a man should always do, mainly to himself be true. Never let anyone change your point of view unless what he brings makes sense to you. You should never judge him by sight alone or by the height that he has grown. And when you're speaking, always keep a moderate tone, because raised voices, they turn hearts to stone. See, from the beginning, it was brother kill brother. The morals in life, live, love, and respect one another. But then there are those, they'll always try to be smart. They'll take a decent man and then they'll alter his heart until he seeks to tear them apart. These men, no man should call friends. They bend lies around truths until they meet their end.